Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Endless Growth Podcast.
Yeah, welcome back. Episode 156 today.
Sure is, brother. It's feeling like summer today, too.
Oh, yeah, it's been getting hot as hell, bro. That's a fact.
I think today was the first day where I was just like, all right, man, I think it's time to ditch the sweater before I be wearing it. Well, I should say today I wasn't really, I had a day off today. I had take my girl to the dentist. She had like surgery on her gums. So, yeah, I was kind of more in and about the city. So, yeah, but it's getting warm, bro.
That is, bro.
Pretty soon we'll start hearing that sprinkler.
Okay.
That's when you know it's summer. Dude, I don't know why, but like riding bikes and stuff, I feel like I would always hear that like passing like a park or a church. I'm not sure if they still use those kind of sprinklers, but I think parks still do.
Yeah, parks for sure. Yeah, 100%.
But that was just like, it's like summer.
Yeah.
That sound. What's another sound that you can think of that's when...
The fucking elotero. The fucking... Yes. Yeah, like that when that fool passing by, shit. Pull up.
Yeah.
They be accepting Venmo and shit now, too. No bullshit.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
They upgraded. Shout out them.
What's another good one? I feel like people like racing and shit.
The motherfucker's always racing, bro.
But I feel like you're outside in the summer, so you hear like cars just hauling ass.
I guess you could say that. Yeah,
more chaos.
I do work on Washington, so I'm always hearing that shit regardless. Shit. So
yeah,
I'm in the fucking where everybody goes, especially that corner right there. Well, it's this corner on this side. It's the corner with like Wells Fargo, like that. Motherfucker, I feel like I don't know. People like just doing shit right there. Probably because of the buildings. They're like big as shit, so you can hear your car echo. Yeah. Like when you backfire or some shit. I think maybe that's why.
That little street?
Yeah.
Really? I wouldn't have thought.
Yeah, if you have one of those loud ass annoying cars.
Midday, just on this back street.
Just backfire that shit, bro.
Right next to the IRS building.
Yeah. Well, I'm not even meaning that. I'm talking about on Washington. I'm talking about like that big building versus like all this commercial, sort of thing. I don't know. Oh. It is a pretty big street, but yeah.
I thought you meant the little back alley, like to go into the parking garage.
Oh, no, I wouldn't even be able to hear that shit for where I'm at, probably. Nah. Yeah, you probably kill somebody. Hella people actually cross that street.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're for sure. You end up on the hood for sure at one point. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But
hood and up and over.
Yeah, since we're talking about heat, I turned off my fucking heater, bro.
Mm-hmm. Turn on the AC today?
AC, nah. Well, I barely was home, but my shit's at 71 right now without anything, which is
perfect.
I fuck with it. I've been having a hard time sleeping recently, and I think it's because my body's just too fucking hot, bro. I can't sleep if I'm hot. Like I literally just gotta take off layers, fucking crack a window, and then usually when I start getting cold, then usually I'm good to go. But that's something they say that your body, before it goes to sleep, it needs to go down 2 degrees or some shit like that.
I heard like the perfect sleeping temperature is like 62 degrees.
62, bro?
Or 65. It was in the 60s. And I was like, damn, that'd be freezing.
Yeah, 62 is fucking cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess if you have blankets and shit, that's, I don't know. Yeah.
I guess that's like the best. I don't know. And obviously the shit we see online is never really.
Yeah, that's true. Plus everyone's going to have a little different. That's facts.
Of course. So, but yeah, you got to get to get one of those like, I don't know. It's like it's not like a sheet, but it goes either below your sheet or above your sheet, and you control the temperature in it. I'm curious how the cooling part would work, though. I imagine there's probably...
Yeah, I definitely don't need the heat doing, huh? Yeah, I don't...
Yeah.
If I need heat, bro, the best thing to do, go fucking wash your blanket, put that bitch in the dryer. When you gotta go sleep, go take... Oh, fuck. I don't know.
Cozy.
Yeah, there's no feeling like that out there. I feel like maybe just because it's like I think I just remember as a kid, like doing... So it kind of like carries with me. Yes, there's probably shit that's more comfortable, but I don't know. That just smell of the downy, or what do they call it, suavitel in fucking Spanish?
Yes.
Like the
lovely chemicals.
Shit, bro. Yeah, I love that shit. Just fucking.
Yeah, I remember for a minute we tried to get away from the chemicals, like for Tide and all that shit. Yeah, we gave up on that pretty quickly. It's just expensive to keep up.
We don't want to smell like shit, bro.
And at the same time, like the smell, like we grew up with that shit. At least I did. Like I miss like having like clothes smell like clean linen. So
yeah. So
yeah, man.
Get the boom. Yeah. What can I say, man? What can I say? But yeah, it was basically, I think I'm gonna be honest. What's tomorrow? The 20th?
Yeah.
Right. I think tomorrow is the first day of spring. Don't quote me on that, but I literally think it might be. Don't quote me on it, but I think March 20th is like the first day of spring.
So you're saying there's still a chance we can get snow? I remember we getting like snow in the past. In Spain.
I think we could get snow, but we're not getting snow that's sticking. Is my theory. It's too fucking hot. Like there's no way that shit's sticking. I feel like it would rain before it snows. At least up here.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
But
springtime.
yeah, but I did go snowboarding, and that shit was ass. I could confirm.
Where'd
She
you
was
go?
straight up ice, powder in the day. Shout out the boy, the cousin. You know,
Oh
that though he
yeah,
could with a pass and shit. But yeah, bro, that shit was terrible. That shit,
the big park, right?
the big boy.
And they were still pretty shitty. Like the snow wasn't like the best.
Dude, it was just fucking hard. It just felt packed. It felt like
Not even like slushy. Was
fuck
it?
no. There was no sun.
Oh,
The sun usually makes us slushy. There was no sun.
dang.
She was just hard as hell. So, I did go fasting sometimes, and I was like, fuck, dude, I probably shouldn't have done that because I feel like I would probably fuck my shit up just for the thrill. You know what I'm saying? But there was a few times where I did actually eat shit, and I was like, bruh, like it shit rattled me. I'm like, fuck, dude. But thankfully, we got some thick bones. We didn't break shit.
Hell
You
yeah,
know what I'm
man.
saying?
Made another year alive. That's probably the last time you're going, right?
Yeah, if I ain't going back, fuck that.
Yeah.
We might go up. I know one of the boys hit me up to potentially go like on the last day or something. But if I go, I'm just gonna go out just for the tailgating parking lot. I'm not gonna go snowboarding. I'm not trying to risk breaking my fucking neck. You know what I'm
They have
saying?
an official date for like the last day, or
Some
is
shit
it
like
kind of
that. But usually, I'm gonna be honest. I'm really like connected in terms of like people that usually go. Thankfully, like my cousin works there. I have friends that always got like
season passes and stuff?
passes and shit like that. So yeah, I'm never paying full price. Thankfully, and if I do, I'm probably just gonna go in the night anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, fucking yeah. It's just sort of depends. But usually, for employees, they'll have their own day. Like usually during the end of the season, throw up like a party. They'll invite the employees, and it's like, okay, bring a plus one, kind of like a holiday party. If you've ever been one of those, but for them, the holiday party is at the end of the season. So yeah, they'll have like a day where it's just the park shut down. They could go, but it's only like one big ass lift too. It's not the whole park.
Oh.
So it's like a big one though. So it's still pretty fun.
I feel like skiing is probably not too bad in that kind of like the stuff we have right now.
I look, you don't know. My sister actually did try skiing.
Mm.
She unfortunately had a mishap, and I think she landed on her knees. But bro, fucking like it feels like
That's concrete.
fucking concrete. So she was like, yeah, fuck this shit.
Oh really?
But yeah, I don't blame her because she was.
She didn't break nothing though, right? Just bruised them up.
She was just kind of like, yo, fuck this. Like, but it's a fair enough, bro. You're learning to do some shit on like the worst, like terrain.
I just have a feeling like skiing, like you're kind of more, more gliding. Snowboarding, you're carving, so like you need some give. But skiing, I guess in a way too, you're kind of carving in a way too, like going side to side to slow down and.
Yeah, well, usually when or I guess you could say on a more plateau surface, yeah, they're using those fucking sticks to
get going.
Yeah, but
then I see them like they kind of go like side to side. Is that kind of like snowboarding like us? Like we're trying to slow down?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I have no clue, man.
Yeah,
never done that.
I'll leave that to the skiers.
Yeah, but
I can't have my two legs just going in the air anywhere. I'd rather strap them to something and just. It's kind of crazy because we talked about doing cartwheels down the hill with, at least I did.
Oh, yeah. I've done it before.
Yeah. And it's kind of amazing you could still do that even strapped to a big freaking board.
Oh, do momentum and weight. Hey, you'd be surprised what that shit can do, bro. Like you could do backflips and shit.
You'd be surprised
unintentionally
what the body can do.
Oh,
with all that inertia.
Physics a bitch, bro. Like
all that momentum.
Let's just hope you don't hit a fucking tree. Just imagine going fast and just stopping like in one.
Oh.
At least if you're like doing cartwheels, there's like. Like the momentum's still going, like you're pushed through it, it's flowing out. Yeah. But a straight just tree, oh fuck.
Yeah.
That's like some.
You messing some stuff up.
You know what? Analogy wise, it's like you're driving down the street and that fucking flies your windshield. Like I'm imagining that just.
Yeah, he's stuck on there.
Yeah, luckily I haven't hit a tree. Knock on wood. No pun intended, actually. But
yeah, knock on wood, man.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Freaking that's I guess we usually transition into what I did this weekend or what we did this weekend. Yeah. So that was you could say the sort of the the recap, or not the recap, but sort of the spotlight type of thing that I did.
Weekend,
yeah. But pretty chill, bro. Pretty chill. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Business as usual though. We back in the routine, same shit,
Nice, bro. Yeah, we talked about hanging out on Saturday possibly, but we were just both talking right now.
Down bad, bro.
We were down bad, man. Yeah, I was just beat from just like
D&B, bro.
Coming from that, D&B, man. People that know, But yeah, from just coming out from that long weekend that passed, not this one, but the one before that, and then just like the whole week kind of just been kind of going back to back. Yeah, it was good to catch up a little bit. I did watch the F1 race for the people, that are into the whole F1 stuff. It was a good race.
Because one of them should start like hella late.
Yeah, this one was at 1:30, 1:50 at night.
Damn. I remember my cousin, he was like my roommate as well. Like he would be waking up at the craziest fucking times. Like
I don't think I'd wake up at 4 a.m.
Yeah, he would do some shit, bro. I'll be like, bro, what the fuck?
Like the early ones, I'm for sure not watching those. Yeah. I'll probably just watch the recap or whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't know shit about that world. I think the only thing he really would tell me, or someone told me, I don't really remember, was that usually the important part is the first part of the race, and then I think towards the end, but like all the shit in between is kind of like just the same shit or something like that. That's what he explained to me.
Yeah.
But again, I have no fucking clue. That's a whole completely different world.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, dude. I've honestly haven't gone into it. I was actually thinking back like how I even got into this stuff, and I feel like it's literally taken me like two years to actually get into it. Yeah, I watched the Netflix series the 1 year, the second year, and then kind of this year, kind of been more like every year I'm kind of getting a little more into it. You would say, but yeah, it started off from that next series like a couple years ago.
Okay.
And but yeah, this is like actually the full like race I actually watched from beginning to end, and yeah, but this one was same thing. I was about to get. Oh, nice.
Siri trying to talk shit on you, man.
Thank you, Siri. Oh, I should probably start going again. Whoops. But yeah, this was like one of those that I was like you. I was like, I'm gonna go grab a snack or something. Like mid race, it's pretty much done for. It's gonna be the same thing. But then all it takes is like one
little mishap.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be like the number one drivers. Like you can be up ahead winning. Let's say like, well, let's say you're running, okay? But you're running in a lap, like at a school oval. And let's say the number one runners, they're about to lap the very last people because that's how fast they're going. So now you're running into those people. So if you can't get around them fast enough, now people behind you are starting to catch up. So it's like you run into traffic, let's say.
Okay.
So I didn't really ever realize that. But yeah, if you're fast enough and you got other people that are really slow in that race, you start to lap them. So instead of you keeping your speed going like 100% super fast, now you're starting to go slow. So now the people behind you are starting to catch up to you. They're starting to be around your butt again. So now, and then also, if anybody just crashes, it could be the last person in the race that crashes. They put out the car. What do they call it? The pace car. I don't know. It's basically a car that comes out in the track. I still don't know all these fucking track things.
Yeah, that's how you. It sounds confusing.
They put a car out basically like, hey, everybody slow down. Like we're taking care of something on the track. Somebody crashed. So now if you were up ahead really far, the people that you got away from, they're right behind you again. So you're kind of starting the race again midway. So it can kind of get more intense, but you kind of have to watch it and know it and get into it to even like, because if not, you're just like watching a football game. Or a basketball game, stuff that we're not.
That's true. Gio. Yeah, well, I don't know fucking how the fuck I know this, but I know a lot of football shit. I think because of video games, bro, like Madden and back in the day.
Bro, I never even played those. Bro, I just never knew what the hell I was doing.
Like I feel like I know a decent amount of football. Basketball, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know shit about that one.
Yeah, I can't tell you either one.
Nah, that's crazy, bro. Hella people like be talking about just sports and shit at work, but even today I saw someone some shit called March Madness or some shit. I think it's college.
What's that? Oh, basketball?
Yeah, I think it is. But I don't even know what the fuck March Madness means. Like, are they just playing in March? Is that the finals? I would assume so. Like, why else would you be hyped, right? It has to be something cool for the sports fans. But yeah, there's just so much shit out there that's like, gosh, like there's so many interests, I guess you can say, that it's like that are like popular, but it's like, holy fuck, dude. I guess it's almost crazy. Like you almost have to choose one, or do you think there's people that just like are a fan of fucking everything?
There is, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like everything.
Yeah, golf, fucking
everything, bro.
F1, NASCAR.
Yeah, there's so much shit. Would you ever get into NASCAR? That's a great question.
No.
Why not, though? It's kind of the same shit.
Yeah, it kind of is. But I guess you'll probably get into it, honestly, yeah.
You know, or is it maybe the image? Because when I think about F1, I think more like fucking European, like, you know, like the one guys with the Kim Kardashian, the fucking...
oh yeah, Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, the most popular motherfucker. Like I think about like more shit, like more like more fancy sponsorships like Rolex and Red Bull and shit. And then you see fucking NASCAR and you just see where I think about just some Kentucky ass, like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you sort of vibe you want to say that shit. You know, I don't want to, you know, offend no one. Just Kentucky vibe. Let's just call it that.
Rhymes with neck. Yeah. But anyways, no, I think it's the speed, bro, and like the sound you get from like F1. I think it just makes it like for the car people, it just
Yeah.
makes it like way more interesting. I feel like I think that's what I like about it because you'll be hitting like 200 miles an hour, like, and I think NASCAR you get pretty close too. I think, but it's just like I think since the beginning NASCAR was like it came from like well they still use like the shape of the car, like if it's just like a regular like the same shape's been the same. If that makes sense. And I guess F1's been the same too, right? They're open wheel carts, like
Yeah,
the
I don't
wheels are
know.
open,
Yeah,
but
dude.
I don't know.
No, something I found that was interesting when I used to work at like Cromlocks, the where I fuck used to make heaters. You'd learn about materials and shit because
Mm,
fucking heaters. You have to kind of. But one of the materials that was super expensive that I know for sure, like NASCAR engines are made out of,
mm.
is some shit called Incaloy.
Inkaloy.
Yeah, it's some shit that gets really fucking hot. But the melting or whatever point that is
Mm-hmm.
for it to start like
Super high.
yeah like melting whatever is so fucking high that it just
Dang.
like if you try to fucking put like a regular, what are engines made out of nowadays? Just steel or some shit?
Most of them are aluminum now, bro.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
They're
Okay.
they're sleeved though, so that means like where the piston goes, slides up and down. There's like a metal tube in there that's steel, but the whole block is all aluminum. So like the part where all the heat's going in the
Okay.
combustion, it's steel. So it's a mixture of both. But yeah, that's what most
What
things
the
are.
fuck? Okay. Well, I guess yeah, they make
Yeah,
parts out of that shit
that's
because
cool.
your shit will fucking melt. Well, yeah, for sure, right? Like imagine if we had let's say your old fucking BMW, you were to like do a whole race.
Mm,
I wonder how like long it would actually like last. Because them
yeah.
fucking NASCARs, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know shit about this. So I don't know, probably shouldn't even be talking about this, but I think they go on for a fucking minute, right? Like they're doing that shit all day, basically. No,
Yeah. I could be wrong, but isn't it like 500 laps?
holy fuck, you're probably right.
Let's start
That's
looking this
dude,
up
that bro, that's
before we
what
just
you're
start.
right because they have like the event and then have a number 500, 1,000. You might be right. I look it up though. But holy shit, bro! Yo, drop in the comments, even though no one fucking comments, if y'all are interested in NASCAR, if y'all like it, what your thoughts on it are, who the star is, who's the GOAT. I remember there was this guy, I don't know what car he drove, but back in the day, I remember seeing him on cereal boxes and shit with this car.
Mm, dude, I don't know anything about, but yeah, I know what you mean. Like the,
I think it was Kellogg's, like a Kellogg's car, bro. No bullshit.
mm,
As a kid. Well, you already know how we went, bro. We fucking started collecting Hot Wheels and shit, right?
hmm.
So you'd probably see all that. But what you find out though?
So it looks like the shorter tracks, you do 4 to 500 laps.
Damn.
Intermediate tracks that are 1.5 mile. So the short tracks are half mile to 1 mile. Those are the 4 to 500, and then the intermediate tracks are 1.5 mile. So it's 250 to 300 laps. And then the super speedways, it's 2.5 miles. Um, like the Daytona 500, and they do 200
Oh
laps.
wow. Wow.
Yeah, but that's
So that's like a big ass 2 mile, 2.5 mile. Do you know by chance, or can you look it up how long it takes to finish? Let's say the Daytona, the big ass one. Like, if I had to guess, bro, them shit's obviously fast as shit. 200 laps, 2.5 miles. Uh, I don't know.
I would assume
Maybe
like
2 hours. Maybe not that long.
I think like four.
Yeah, I don't know. This shit.
Let's
200 laps
see,
is a fuck ton actually. But
3 to 3.5 hours.
wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I think all racing in general. I mean, when you watch like Cars, the movie, like you kind of like get a glimpse of what NASCAR kind of is. You
I
know.
guess that's true. But I'd be pissed though. I'm watching, the race or whatever. It's a good time though, vibes. I'm assuming with your friends, family, drinking, all that shit. But like, what if you miss something?
Mhm.
Like you're watching that shit for 3 hours and you like, oh, I'm gonna go take a piss real quick. That hasn't been shit. You come back and it's like nice.
If you're
Like,
watching it live, I mean, it's like any other sport. You're gonna miss it regardless. But like if you're like on live TV, there's the replay. We doing
oh,
the
the
replay.
replay will be there for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But oh, okay, that's some
Yeah,
shit.
it's like with F1, like something happens, they're playing the replay while you're still watching the kind of like UFC, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of cool. I've kind of been getting into that. So,
Okay.
but yeah, it has a lot to do with like, dude, the millions of dollars that they're dumping into these things, and like the technology and the aero and how everything like makes a change, like that smallest little tweak.
Oh yeah, the airflow. I remember playing video games and they had some shit like that where you could change like the ride height of your car,
Mm.
and that would impact its air force or some shit,
That
and
downforce, yeah,
get downforce, and then when you basically have it lower, the faster you can go, some shit.
yeah, dude, like all
Like all
that,
that shit is crazy.
yeah.
Even the
So
shape of the car, the fucking how pointy it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shit's crazy as hell.
Yeah,
That's
they're all kind of like wanting to break the rules without getting caught until they get caught, and then they basically have to change it, or they make it basically the same rule for everybody else. Or so it is kind of interesting, but
yeah, that's a whole different world.
yeah, man. So that was my Saturday, my weekend.
Okay, bro.
Not,
Shit.
not too
And now we're
bad.
back in, in the groove of shit, right?
We're back in the
Back
groove,
in the grooves,
man.
man. Is weekend gonna be busy for you?
Yeah, you could say. I got a full day till like 5 o'clock on maybe
Saturday.
6 o'clock on Saturday, yeah. And then Sunday probably try to chill. I have a job that got dropped off for some clients. Um, I don't know. I guess it's like an elevator cover for like 3 floors, like three. It's like a house in a
The
really nice
fuck?
area up in what would it be, like one of the Wolf Creek? Is that like a snowboarding place or
Oh, like
skiing
all the
place?
way over there. Yeah, Wolf Creek. I think that sounds
Like
familiar.
down south somewhere, right? I don't know,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
it's a house that has an elevator, and the doors have like these special covers, and basically we found like this wood grain wrap that's like basically wood that matches identically to the door.
Oh,
So the
okay.
covers don't just stand out as like they match the door somewhat. So I got those. I'll probably be doing Sunday if I decide to come in,
Yeah,
most
go handle
likely.
it. Okay, bro.
Yeah, man.
Another day, another dollar in this.
Anything you got coming up this weekend to do that you know yet?
Yeah, I always got something, a little something I got to work on.
A little something, something.
Yeah, well, I think I sort of updated people last time, maybe, where you tapped in with the homie,
Mm.
got my resume and shit. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, yeah, bro, it's gonna be a little numbers game, just kind of like anything else in life. So
A little
just got to
waiting game
keep,
too.
yeah, in a sense. So just sending out applications, follow ups, doing it like basically doing as much as you can as you can control.
Yeah.
Um, and I guess
In
you
today's
can do a
market too.
lot. Yeah, that's true. So just depends. You kind of have to stand out. Like for example, like if you're on LinkedIn,
Hmm.
usually there's like a job section. You can see where the jobs, but there's a button that's called Easy Apply. So I guess LinkedIn has your resume and all your shit. You can just click Easy Apply, and it'll submit your shit for you. But it'll tell you how many people have applied for that position. Do you be saying like it'd be like, oh, this job got posted like 2 3 days ago. She got like 100 on that shit, and it's like, damn, bro, like damn.
Yeah. I feel like that's got to mess with you like mentally too a little bit, huh? Just seeing like that number. But at the same time, like they're looking for the specific person, which at the end of the
Yeah,
day, like it can be anyone. It could be you. There's no
yeah,
reason to not
yeah, yeah.
apply.
Yeah, what my what Gio said told me was yeah, there's some shit called ATS. It's an acronym. I think it's like like application, maybe transcribe or fucking I don't know system. Basically, when you get 100 resumes, it's not like an individual is gonna look through all 100 resumes. It's a system that'll sort of look find whatever they're looking for and sort of narrow them down for you,
Mm.
and then they'll actually look into the one so that we're not wasting their time on whatever the fuck they're looking for. I'm pretty sure there's some sort of filters each sort of recruiter is looking for anyways. But I was like, damn, bro. Like, so there's ways to stand out.
There's probably like AI
But,
programs now too that go through all the
oh, yeah, yeah. That's basically what ATS is probably.
yeah.
So,
It's almost like probably like the Google stuff, right? Like when people put like what do they call it? Like on websites that is like if somebody puts like 10 near me, um
uh-huh.
if you do a website correctly, you have keywords.
Oh, like it's some SEO type shit.
Yeah, I'm sure like there's some kind of like something with not SEO, but
Oh, ATS,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what
No,
it is,
that's
right?
exact. Yeah. It's
Okay,
just sort of like key phrases, like
so
100% of quota attainment, like you actually
mhm.
hitting your shit.
So
That's
they're
probably
looking for
one.
little stuff out of all these applications, and then they kind of narrow it down a little more.
Exactly. Exactly. So,
Nice.
yeah, this is for sure above my pay grade. So I just had my resume, did what I had to do with my LinkedIn profile, Fiverr, Upwork. You know, we've I've used these places before, but yeah, if people haven't, just if you have something you want done, maybe cheaply. They're freelancers, so contractors out there. If you want a logo built, which I probably wouldn't recommend, you could probably just do it with AI. But if you don't want no AI shit, then I guess I can see it. But shit, you can use them for whatever. That's how we actually got our podcast logo,
Mm-hmm.
like fucking 3 years ago. We hired someone on Upwork. We had references. We tell them what the podcast was about, and they fucking pulled that shit. Did it. So, but yeah, check it out if you guys ever need something done. Dude, you could fucking find all kinds of people. Like you could even hire just some random person that's down to do just some like I don't know. I don't know if you ever come across this something you just have to
Like a
do.
flyer or something.
No, just even mundane, bro. Like,
Oh,
I have all of these transactions here. I need you to individually grab them and put them in an Excel sheet.
mm,
Like they'll do that for you. I think it's called like data inputting or something like that. So if you don't want to waste fucking all this time, you pay someone $5 an hour and they'll just start doing it for you. So if you ever do come across like a task where it's like, bro, like someone can fucking do this, like a 5-year-old could do this
yeah.
shit, but it's just annoying, you got to do it, then you could look into it. That's how I was getting leads back in the day for a little bit. I'll pay
Yeah.
some guy. I'd be like, I'm looking to target Seattle. This is what I'm looking for. These are the industries, and yeah, you fucking check in with me, give me a whole list for the day, and I'd go reach out.
I do have something like that, but it would be on QuickBooks. I don't know if I want to share my my finances with someone. That whole stuff for my taxes that I got to
Yeah,
link all my Square
probably not a
stuff.
random person, but that one we probably want to hire someone like more in the U.S. Maybe it
Someone
has
that I trust.
credentials.
Yeah.
Yeah, like with the LLC or some shit.
Yeah. Because if they get on my QuickBooks, man, they can. Yeah, they got access to my whole my social, my employee socials.
But you'd be surprised, bro.
Yeah.
Because when you are working with like web developers, you give them access to so much shit.
Oh, I know.
Like they could shut down your fucking website, and let's say your website's making $50,000 a day. They shut it down, they lock you out of it, bro.
That's true.
You just lost a fuck ton of money. So even like people in like the webs, like they're it's just fucking risky, but it works out as long as they're rated and fucking trustworthy, I guess, right?
Right.
But yeah, that's something that could definitely happen, because there's websites out there making fucking tons of cash right now.
They're trusting these web developers, like you said, and
Yeah, bro. Yeah, today I actually came across an account. It was supposed to be my first meeting, but I, noticed in the meeting you can. I think they just invited other people, and they work for like a marketing agency. So where I work, they basically see my position split in half, where it's like, okay, I'm direct. I'm gonna work with businesses like directly with the owners, and then there's businesses that have an agency that work from, and it's a fuck ton. Some agencies are fucking dog shit though. It's fucking crazy, bro. You be hearing like horror stories. Like, yeah, we used to spend so much money. It's like we just try to do it ourselves. And I always be hyping them up because I would be like, hey, you're direct. You don't got to pay an agency. Like I'll set it up for you. We'll get you with the account manager after. They'll take over all that shit. So nah, bro. But today, I don't know. I was like looking at the campaign. I found someone gave me an account to look at. I was gonna email them to be like, okay, you should do this and this and this. I seen that the guy that was making the changes as an agency. I looked up the agency. It was probably something like brand new, bro. Like something that just got
barely.
like built, bro. This guy, bro, was targeting so much shit, and the guy was a B2B business. Like he was basically targeting half of the country, and it's B2B. If you think about it, not one out of every 4 people has a business. So the targeting was fucked up. Is basically what I'm trying to say. But I was just amazed by that. I'm like, bro, this guy literally is probably making money each month, and he's doing some bullshit. Like, so I was like, fuck. So
Someone's making a bag. Well,
you got to be careful. I ain't gonna lie. And then the really good agencies usually fucking cost you a nut. Some of them, you know what they do? They'll want like 20% of your fucking job, bro. Like if you get a badass BPF job, they don't even charge you for the lead or nothing. They just give us 20% of that shit.
Dang.
So there's like the badass ones. And then for some businesses it's worth it because it's like, oh, well, we can either get 80% of nothing or something,
I've always wondered what my business would do. Like, let's say if I had like money was no subject, and I just said, I'm gonna put. I don't even care if I would hope, right? I would make more money than I'd be spending. But let's say like I just said like to anyone, I just like find me the best company in Utah that is marketing. I don't want to do anything myself, right? They're probably gonna come back to me and be like, let's say even say like a crazy number, maybe not even crazy to you because you probably see bigger numbers, but let's say like 50,000 a month.
Okay.
You think like if I was to drop 50,000 a month, they literally be able to make me like way more?
Like for this business?
Yeah.
I
Let's say
would.
I had the capability and like everything was lined up perfectly, but you think like spending like a crazy amount, like, or is it truly just like based like on kind of like the market and
It
stuff
just
too?
depends on like how I say is your infrastructure. So what systems are in place, what you can handle, what does your audience look like in terms of audience? When I say audience, I mean who are your customers. So I apologize for people I'm confusing. Audience is, okay, your who the audience is, who's the clients, who's your customers for you. Most, I would assume, well, fuck, I was running your ad, so I could tell you. People in Ogden. Like, yes, we can target people in fucking Salt Lake and all that, but
Yeah, we want to stick with just here.
yeah, it's like, who the fuck's gonna, you know, like, your brand, know your brand is powerful and you've gone people from even way farther. That's because they know you. But if someone sees an ad from an Ogden company that doesn't know you, like, why the fuck am I gonna go to all the way to Ogden if I can just go to Salt Lake? So in my head, it's like, oh, well, we're wasting ad money showing those people. So who are the people that are more likely to come to a shop? People in Ogden. So basically, that's where we're local businesses. That's usually always the case, unless again, there's some weird shit going on. Yeah. But with 50,000, bro,
it'd be their job to be reaching out to.
Oh, like sales? That's sales as well. Like if they're reaching out.
Well, they're basically, their job would be like to make the ads and flyers, whatever it might be, right? Email like campaigns, like
Yeah.
like, I mean, if you're paying that much, right, you'd probably expect that.
Yeah, there'll be more marketing. You can also hire, honestly, kind of where I work. That's kind of what the main sort of company does. It basically, you can hire sales services. So if you want salespeople, you want people to train, like you don't want to fucking focus on training them, or you know, it's too much work, or you're a startup and that's just too much responsibility. I don't know. There's probably a lot of reasons why you want to do that. Then at that case, I could, you know, I kind of see that, you know, but nah, man, it's just hard. It depends, bro. But if to handle it, I think a lot of it would probably get wasted for you specifically, 50,000 a month. I'd say you could probably do some crazy shit with. Well, now that I understand, usually when you start off, you're kind of ramping up. You're going through a learning phase. You're trying to figure out what's working, what the offer is. But after you find that shit, you're dialed in. You just keep showing the people the ads that have engaged with it or haven't scrolled past it, basically. And bro, that's when the fucking faucet turns on, bro. Like that's when, you know. But again, that usually takes some time. You have to figure out what's working. The offer might suck. Remember, we had like a few offers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think one of them was you get a fucking free detailing kit or something. You know, with something
with the ceramic coating job.
Yeah, some shit like that. And you know,
you think there is a company out there that would take care of everything? Like, let's say, like, hey, I want to hire Alpine, you know, marketing or sales. I don't know what category any of this shit is, but like that they basically come in, they take photos of things, they make their own descriptions, they make their own pricing. Obviously, of course, with like second guessing me, like, hey, is 500 enough for that coating? And they put out the newsletters. They go door to door selling. Maybe they make merch. They sell the merch for you. They do raffles. Like they basically do everything to get you the more business and grow your company. Is there like a company that even does something like that, or businesses out there that do that, or is that kind of just
like an all-in-one sort of service in terms of like marketing and sales and all that? There probably is, but usually
it's all separate, huh? Usually,
yeah. Usually that's what I guess when I was back in the mentorship I was in, that's what they were saying is that usually you want to start with something you are selling that you can repeat over and over, because that's how you scale. So it's like the same customer, it's the same shit you're going to be doing on and on. But if you're sort of doing like different marketing for everybody, and then you have to also do sales, you're not only have to be good at marketing, you have to be good at sales. And then it's like, okay, so who is our, again, target audience? And then so it can get confusing. But there's probably someone that can do it out there. But that sounds fucking expensive, to be honest.
Yeah,
that sounds way expensive.
Because I always had it in my head that that's what, like, I don't know, if I could like find a company, obviously I'd probably be able to afford it, to be honest with you, but it'd probably catch my attention out of all the, you know, people that just call me. I haven't got calls in a while, thankfully, but I was just getting blasted back then. Like, oh, hey, is this the owner? Oh, hey, so we're a new team or new marketing, blah, blah. Or at this point now that I know it's all different things, sales, marketing, most likely it's probably marketing people that were hitting me up. But yeah, I always had in my imagination, like they'd be doing everything. Like, oh, we'll set up the ad. We don't. And then I found out like they expect you to take pictures, you to give the description.
Oh yeah.
You to do. I'm like, well, dude, I'm doing your job at this point. I might as well just do it myself.
Yeah, well, if you're giving them the headline, if you have an agency, yeah, I feel like they should be able to do way more than that. The photography shit, videography, that's a whole different ballgame.
A lot of them would offer that. They're like, I'll do the first video for free. I'll do the first pictures for free. Like we have our own guy, but back then that's like when the reels and shit were like the cool thing, and automotive stuff, but
Yeah,
that's kind of just
no,
died
I
out.
get you. I don't want to like talk shit. This is the kind of the hard part because we were young and we were trying to get reputation and like especially you being in a business.
Hmm.
Like being young sometimes probably isn't the best because people are not going to take you as serious. But there's a reason why. Usually like agencies that are like starting off and it's a young kid, like that fucking kid doesn't know how to do marketing. He probably watched some YouTube video or bought a course or some shit, and now he thinks
And well, last year too, that was like the big thing, right? Is
it's always some
marketing.
shit. I'm gonna be honest, it's always some shit, bro. It's depends what your algorithm is, but right now, like fucking power washing, fucking detailing was a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Fucking probably window tinting at one point. Door knocking, doing sales, fucking doing like lawn work, fucking marketing, being a real estate agent, bro.
That was a
Like
big one for a while.
dog, I feel like that shit always has like waves though, because I feel like maybe
Yeah.
not recently, but like a year or two ago, I noticed a fuck ton of people becoming agents again.
Yeah, I think it's been like a dream for people since I was very young to now. Like you still hear people like, "Oh, I'm gonna become a real estate agent." Like it hasn't. Yeah, you're right. It just depends, I guess. Everything comes in waves and
Yeah,
goes.
anything. I think what it has to do with is usually people want to feel obviously good about themselves, and how do they do that? They basically have to attach their identity, how they see themselves to something. So something like being a business owner, for example, is as you know on the internet something good, something of status. Like oh shit, he's a business owner. He's like doesn't have a boss. He works for himself.
Mm.
So yeah, I feel like something maybe it's like attached to your identity because as an agent, I honestly, I wasn't doing this for the identity because personally, I low-key did not want to post on Facebook. I did not want to do none of that shit, bro. But broker was like, dog, like, how do you expect to fucking get business? It's like, I guess you're right. But I'm gonna be honest, I had an uncomfortable time with that. Posting, oh, I'm an agent, because like, nice.
Oh,
Here comes another
it
one.
really showed, man. I thought you loved that.
Fuck no. Like
Just
obviously
kidding.
you have to, give it a little feng shui and not have that sort of energy out there. But yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, fuck. Again, why I became an agent wasn't necessarily to, do I guess what I did. It was because yeah, Manny Koshman was like, yo, you want to get into real estate? Become an agent. You'll learn all kinds of shit.
Mm.
And I was like, I bet.
We're just
And
following the.
yeah, what the fucking mentor said, because ironically talking about mentorships and courses, I was in this little shit for a little bit,
Hmm.
like a few months.
Buy the course, please.
Yeah, so yeah, man.
We should have a course, bro.
Fuck, we're gonna get a fucking zero sales, fool.
Nah, we get a bunch, bro.
From who, man?
We take them all, bro.
Jesus Christ. Well, I know how to run retargeting, so let me know, man.
Yes, bro. We just got to get the flashy cars and,
Bro, I feel like that's always gonna be a thing. There's certain things out there.
people fall for it, bro.
No, it'll never stop because you think about it. People are always greedy. People always want more, and then all at the same time, we'll make mistakes. Hopefully, learn from them, but might not. But there's always this new generation coming in. Like, let's say
Oh,
every
yeah.
5 years, and they're gonna go through what we went through. So it's like literally the same shit. It's gonna
Mhm.
happen and happen again. But in terms of what's gonna keep happening is quick, rich schemes, shit like that. Another thing that I've noticed as well, that superpower that doesn't really get like a lot of attention is what they call sex appeal.
Mm.
So like having some sort of, female in a bikini when you're selling a product or, some shit like that. Like
Mm.
that, I don't know if you ever heard the phrase sex sells. That's like super popular.
Really?
Yeah,
I
it's
haven't
just
never
sex
heard that.
sells. But yeah, same thing. So that's why you see all these fucking like Calvin Klein ads and shit. It's like, so sells, bro.
Mm.
But yeah, there's just a lot of like, just like you mentioned, just forces and things you can play with. Gambling's another one. People love gambling. People have been gambling since the fucking, the dawn of whenever the fuck, shit came out.
Yeah, those are the only sales that got me, honestly. All those freaking giveaway cars. It's gambling my money for. I mean, in a way, I am getting something in return, but it
But
costs
you're,
them nickels
yeah,
on a penny. Just
you're probably like, I don't even give a fuck about the shirt. I just want the.
freaking shirt with the stupid GTR on it that looks like a cartoon shit. Yeah, half the shit I threw away. Like when I went to like a bunch of clothes one recently, dude. So much of that I clothes was just the stupid shit I get from like those
Mm,
giveaway companies. But I haven't bought nothing in probably a few months, maybe like six
bro,
months
you're
now.
missing out, bro. Go get that fucking
Don't say that,
Lamborghini
bro.
Huracan. You could have got it by now, bro.
Bro, Exactly,
Go
bro.
back. Hey, you know,
Ah, you know what? Right
dude,
now, I still got one more day for that
dude,
giveaway.
you only fucking lose when you give up, bro. You gave up, dog.
I
You're
gave
losing right
up.
now.
You ain't gonna win if you don't play. You know.
Yeah, exactly, bro. How are you gonna
Damn,
know?
you're right, bro. I'm gonna go splurge on myself after this. Every
That's
single
how they get
giveaway,
you. That's how they get you.
bro. I would do that like once a month, bro. I'd like buy stuff from like 4 different giveaway companies.
Holy fuck. 4
Yeah,
in a month?
yeah. It was like $20 shirts or something like cheaper. But yeah, either way, I was throwing away, 100 $150. But at the same time, hey, bro, you don't win if
Yeah,
you don't
you know,
play.
yeah.
No, it was stupid.
Dude, that guy that made one of the shirts here in Utah. I remember when I was working in my past company, this one younger lady knew one of the guys or the girlfriend of the guy or some shit, the wife of the guy. And I think this was maybe before like it blew up. But she was telling me all this shit like, damn, they got a big ass house and basically showed me the Instagram profile of the wife and was like showing me all this crazy shit. But I was just like, damn,
They
bro.
made it big off that shit.
Yeah, I was like, that's fucking insane. Like that shit is crazy. And I'm gonna be honest, they don't even sell shirts. Like obviously they do sell shirts and merchandise, but what they're selling is a dream, bro.
Yeah,
That's their business model, selling a dream.
yeah.
That's fucking insane. So that's again that if you can maybe integrate these powerful forces like we just mentioned
Mm.
into your product, like
Like that.
gambling like that,
Yeah.
dude, you could fucking do
See
some
the gam.
damage.
Yeah, and that's one of those businesses that became really popular or thing. Everybody started
Yeah,
doing that.
yeah.
But to this day, I feel like that Utah one's probably been the biggest. Like to
Mm-hmm.
this day, they make their shirts still in house. Like they're not
Okay.
like drop shipping them because most places like you place the order, dude, the fucking giveaway ends and you still don't have your shit. You're
Damn,
like,
the
what?
print.
You're like, why am I getting this shit like a month later after that shit's not
Damn.
even?
So it's print. I think they call it print by demand. So they
Yeah.
don't even have that shit in stock.
Yep.
Yeah, you're
Or
right.
pre-sale. Just
Kanye West was doing the same shit, bro, with all his $20 fucking gear. That shit
yeah.
would take like fucking ages to come
I
to your
mean, it's
house.
smart, right? It's smartest way to do business like
There's
that because you don't lose out with like, oh, we
nothing.
got 20 boxes of these freaking extra small shirts that no one's gonna buy.
Yeah,
But at the same time,
the
damn,
customer gets fucked though.
yeah, that kind of
I feel like
sucks.
it might be good a few times, but after I'm not getting my shit in 8 months, I ain't gonna buy no more shit. The fuck?
No, it must be crazy.
Yeah, it's shit. Hell no. The fuck? What for?
Yeah,
Shit. I gotta predict what the fuck I'm gonna like in 8 months. Like, like fuck, dog.
like oh, that shit just came in the mail. Damn, forgot about
Yeah,
it.
bro. And then I ain't gonna lie, all that like the fucking Kanye shit that was all $20, all that shit's trash, bro. That shit's fucking trash.
Straight from overseas.
Fucking bullshit, bro. Fucking throw that shit in the garbage, bro. Shit's trash. No cap. My bad if anyone has some
I
of that. I
never,
have some of that shit. That's why I'm saying that.
I
Like
never
I'm not
got
just
to see
talking
you wear
shit.
those socks,
Fuck no.
bro.
I didn't even order the same size. I would have pulled up on some funny shit with them hoes.
You should have,
I
bro.
would have. With some fucking jorts, bro.
Jordans.
That'd have been a fire ass fucking,
Yeah.
little ballerina looking fit or some shit. But yeah.
Well, damn, man. What are the plans for the summer or spring?
Spring, well, technically, I think our trip is in spring or maybe towards that. Yeah, and I think summer's in June. I might be having all my dates fucked up, but yeah, man. I think that's honestly the only really big thing I kind of have going on here in the next 2 months. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, we're doing shit. There's goals and shit, but in terms of like a trip or a thing I'm looking forward to,
Okay.
yeah,
That's what comes to your head.
yeah.
You start hiking and stuff too, or what? You gotta figure out a date for that, huh?
I'll probably give it another month. For two reasons. Number one, it probably is wet, muddy, maybe snow. It's probably a good time. But another reason is I like hiking, and when you get there, you can chill, you can see the sunset and all that. I feel like maybe it's too early for that, where it
So
would
it
get
gets
darker.
dark too soon, yeah.
Yeah, but even driving here, it was light, So maybe once it starts getting darker, like at 8:30 ish, that's probably good. So that'd probably be like another month, probably though. I would assume
Yeah, today's was at 7:30, so go
seven
back.
thirty.
Yeah, that was sunset time. Yeah,
Okay, yeah. Just give it
see,
another month. I'll send it.
we'll get there.
Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, it's in April, like each year. I usually have a Snapchat.
That'll be your first hike.
Yeah, well, yeah, usually or something. But yeah, usually like, fuck, dude, I was probably mid-April. I think we might be good. Maybe even a little later than that. But there's always like hikes that are obviously high elevation, and there's some that are not as bad. So you can start with those obviously and work your way up. Like the Waterfall Canyon one. That doesn't go all the way to the fucking top. You know, that's just like. So
Yeah.
that might be like the first one. Just kind of get
Starter.
the yeah.
Get your feet wet.
Get the blood
Literally.
boiling. Yeah, bro.
You'll probably get your feet wet on that one really early on because it's usually pretty. Well, probably not this year.
This year, bro. This year's gonna be a drought. I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna be fucked.
It's weird. It's I don't understand though because sometimes in my head it makes sense. Like, all right, we got a ton of rain, but we haven't got the snow. But people say, you know, it's the snow that really kind of gets us through the drought because I guess the rain just basically goes into the dirt. And I mean, it's still in our water table and we still get water from it. But I guess the only difference that the snow does is that it stays up high in elevation. So we can kind of keep the rivers and stuff flowing.
That's what I was just going to think. Yeah, the rivers.
But either way, like, shouldn't we still have water? Like, that's the part that made sense to me. I'm like, even if the river dries out, we got the same amount of water, but in rain. But it's just in the water table. Like, we should be able to use that still, right?
I think maybe we probably combine the snow and the water together. I don't think we're at that same level as a fuck ton of snow in the mountain yet. If I had to guess, like I don't think
I don't think we've got that. But I feel like the rain, we've definitely got more rain. I mean, remember,
we've definitely got more rain.
Think about all the times it's supposed to be snowing, but instead it's just raining. Right?
It's been more than often, but like 2-3 months ago, I don't think it was even raining, bro.
That's a fact. The beginning of January.
Yeah, it was not
beginning
raining.
of the year was nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it has been raining. I think within the last month or so. But yeah, I think maybe it's just delayed by like a month or some shit. I don't know.
Probably pretty screwed this year with water.
Yeah, they probably have us turn off. Well, what the fuck did they do? I remember I got a warning on my door, bro, and that shit pissed me off. Basically, the city passed, saw that my sprinklers were on like at fucking 2 p.m. Left a note. I thought it was a fine. I fucking called pissed. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, the motherfucking electricity people turn off the power for like 5 fucking hours. That should probably reset the sprinkler shit or something.
Timer, yeah.
Yeah, and that's why the thing, you know, and I'm over here like fucking, I'm adamant, bro. Like, I feel like I got fucked over type shit. So I'm over here, you know, on the phone with them. And they're like, I was like, oh, that's just a warning. I'm like,
better be.
Basically, it's shit. I was like, well, I don't even want the warning because that shit is not even my fault. But I was like, hey, if no fee, fuck it. Like, bet. But yeah, there'll probably be more of that though this year. Oh shit! Remember last year when there was a fuck ton of fires and they were like, "Yo, no fires at all."
Oh, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's for sure gonna happen, bro. That's gonna suck ass.
Guess we'll have to go to Montana.
Yeah. Would you ever be down to go do a little recreational sort of? Let me rephrase recreational. Recreational meaning more activity, hikes, like something more active. So yeah, recreational, like outside, like a trip. Like, oh, we're gonna go to fucking Peru. It was a fat fucking mountain. Let's go fuck that shit up as a trip.
Like hiking 2 days, sleeping overnight in the mountain, just to
like
do
in
that.
Chile or some shit.
Yeah, I would have to see what kind of what are the risk of dying is, but yeah, I'd be down.
Okay, I feel like maybe when I'm like a little older, that should be fun shit to do. Trip with the boys, and I guess if you're into that shit.
Yeah, the neighbor Kirk here. I mean, he'd be going like down south just with his friends and just like for a week trip, just going through what do they call it? Bryce Canyon. They call them sand, or basically there are cavities in the earth. Built by like erosion and stuff. Call him something, I forget, but yeah, he said he went and did that hike for like maybe like 4 days, like just, you know, camp, hike. You're basically just out there. Sounds cool, but yeah, it seems like more of a time where either right now we're young that we can do it, we don't have kids, or later on when your kids are grown up and you can go out. And I feel like we kind of messed up to do it. Like if you're like have a 1-year-old or 2-year-old back home, which man, that age is coming up for us, you know, start having kids, and well, not maybe the next 5 years, but. Yep. But yeah.
That's real shit though. Yeah. I feel like, what do you think about this? So obviously we have family, friends, not too much, I guess, that come up to Utah. But I'm sort of thinking like maybe I've been a little more like, I could have been better as like a host, where I could have showed them some other shit, like maybe Moab or some other shit. Because usually when we come, it's kind of like, oh, there ain't shit to do here, and we just don't do shit. But the other I'm thinking, I'm like, fuck, dude, like maybe I've been fucking negative, and like, you know, there could have been other shit to do, basically.
Yeah, well, it depends too, right, on the people. Because some people might just see that shit as a job, like, oh, I'm gonna go work and hike, like for
I have a cousin
5
like
hours. Like, no, I'm good. Like, I'll stay home. So maybe for those people, like, they'd rather just be home and Which I feel like
I guess you're right.
kind of the people we have visit for the most part, or they're older. So,
Okay.
but no, I agree. I mean, there's plenty of shit to see, right? But sometimes they
Nature
come in the
wise,
wrong time of the year. If they come in the winter,
facts.
we can't do shit.
That's a fact.
Snowboarding is really expensive, or skiing, whatever they want
And
to
it
do.
sucks when you start. It's not even fun. Like
Yeah, and it's not like a group thing. Like, oh, guys, everyone, let's just go. Like,
yeah, you're
they'll
right.
be like, yeah, see you at the bottom. Like, peace. Like, good luck.
Yeah. It's only cool when everyone's like sort of on the similar skill level. You know.
Yeah, but hiking, I feel like anybody can do, along as well, kind
Yeah,
of the same thing, I guess.
cardio. Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's funny as fuck.
yeah, you want to see the cool shit, you have to work for it, right? At least here in
Yeah,
Utah.
that's true. But I think what I was thinking about, I was like, I went to Moab. I, drove up to Dead Horse Point. Like I said, I'm like, I'm fucking hike or nothing for that.
Yeah, yeah. Even Bryce Canyon, there's a ton of like campgrounds in the national park, and yeah, there's a road you could literally drive and
Yeah.
see everything just from the road.
Jesus Christ, bro.
So yeah, that'd be like a good idea. Just go camping, or even like how
Yeah,
me and my girl
yeah.
just stayed. We just stayed like a little cabin
Little
or
hotel, some
the
shit. That's
hotel.
fire. Now you're saying that, we'll have to, once we go on the trip in LA, we'll have to tell those people, like the boys over there, like, come through. We'll do some shit like that because that sounds pretty fun. That sounds pretty fun.
Yeah, even Yellowstone, somewhere we haven't been
That's
either,
facts.
which is
That's
close.
facts.
Same amount of time, 4 hours, just north.
Yeah, I feel like I would probably have to see some pictures because I feel like when someone comes, like I don't know, I like just you probably get satisfaction when you show someone something
Mm.
and it's like, oh fuck yeah, dude, thank you, that she was badass, and you kind of get a little like, oh hell yeah, bro, like. I with Yellowstone, I'm not too familiar. Like I would have to see some pictures and shit. But I feel like with the shit I seen,
A little
like at
better.
Dead
Yeah.
Horse Point or
Oh.
something, I was like, yo, I feel like this would fuck anyone up,
Mm.
But there probably is something like that at Yellowstone. Again, I'm not. I need to watch a little video or something. I don't know.
Got you, man. I got some good ones.
Yeah, I think the only one
Yeah.
that is the fucking shoots that shoot at what are the fucking blowhole?
To be honest, that doesn't even interest me. I think the one thing I want to see in Yellowstone
Ooh,
is that crazy waterfall. I'll have to show you after the pod. But
okay,
it's
some shit.
some majestic shit. Yeah.
I'm down, bro. I love waterfalls.
Like all we need is just like a wolf on top of like the waterfall, just like howling or
Just
something,
AI that bitch
just
on
to
there,
make it
bro.
like the full effect.
Ah, shit, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's plenty of spots like that. I guess we could do, right. There's that
No, you're right.
Yellowstone that we can just drive, stay in a
Yeah.
hotel. We don't got to deal with bears and shit. I mean, we'll probably see bears, but
Nah, I'm gonna be honest. The like my
from
like
afar.
our homie Gonzalo has been on the pod. I don't think his like camping would be his thing.
Mm.
So that's kind of what I was thinking, more like Moab, because it's a city,
Uh-huh.
and then you just fucking drive wherever the fuck you gotta drive, and then you come back and it's like back to civilization. You got food, you got a hotel, you got a bed. You wake up and at least like last year, wake up on a fucking rock, dude.
Yeah.
Actually, that's one thing I'm not gonna do this year. I need to buy some sort of foam little padding because I'm sick of fucking sleeping on boulders, bro.
Yeah. Or you get you a truck and you sleep in the bed.
I guess that's true too,
But yeah, that's a
some
little
other
more
thing.
costly for sure than
Yeah,
inflatable mattress.
yeah, come on, man. I'm not even seeing a little fucking foam, a little inch or two, bro.
What's the technology nowadays on inflatable mattresses? They got some shit yet that doesn't disinflate midway? Because, dude, I remember that shit disinflating when we went camping like as kids, and
Oh, it still happens, bro. With
waking up.
my fat ass on that shit, I'm waking up on the floor, pa. Man, I'm waking up at 3 a.m. to turn on the little.
Right, make a note just to get my own. Then we're not sharing a mattress.
Oh man.
Oh man. Oh shoot.
Come on, you.
Yeah, I remember that one time we were sharing one as kids, and yeah, that shit was disinflated. I feel like our parents knew though, or your parents knew. They're like, "I'll give them that one. We got an extra one."
I don't even know, bro. But to this day, like, I remember going camping. I forgot if it was when I went to Idaho or down south. But yeah, that shit wasn't as full as, when we got there, let's just say the least. Thankfully it wasn't on my fucking floor, but it was like kind of like it doesn't feel like a waterbed, but you know how a waterbed you sit on it and then like the other shit lifts? Same thing with the air. It's like, damn, dog.
I remember my parents bought like some bougie shit from like Sam's or yeah, I don't think Costco was a thing yet, but from Sam's Club, it was like a double stacked like mattress. I still remember the brand. It was like
What the fuck?
in Intrex or I don't know. But anyways, I remember there was a big ass heavy bag that we just lugged around the whole house for a while because I think they originally bought them for company at the house. When we had company over, we would just inflate them and we'd have them like as a second bed upstairs for people.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes we have like family members that would just come around for like a month or two just to stay or to work or whatever it was. And I remember they started taking those camping. But dude, when those things started like losing air, after they started getting old, it was like it's like we were sounding like a waterbed. Because like the shorter ones, you hit the floor right away, your butt does.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
these ones, dude, they just felt like you were just trying to balance yourself like on a
Oh, like a
jelly
little
bean or something.
tightrope is this shit. I get you.
Yeah, but good times with those.
No, you're right.
I
Well,
think
what the fuck happened to waterbeds?
probably too many leaks, man.
You're right. I feel like I got on one somewhere, but I just don't remember who the fuck that I know had a waterbed. Maybe it was like at a store or some shit.
I don't know about that
Have you
one,
ever
man.
have you ever been on a waterbed?
No.
It feels fucking insane. Like I don't remember what it feels like, but I remember as a kid being like, "What the fuck?"
No, I think I know what you mean. I don't think it was like a waterbed like to sleep on, but it was like something like in an amusement park or maybe like a museum. Something that you would like as a kid, like something in the tree house that it was like you would lay on and it would be like a waterbed. I feel like it was something like that. Because I do remember something like similar, like laying on something or being on something that was a waterbed, but not like in a house though. Because your memory of it was not in a house, right?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. I think what it was, bro, is we went to like in a mattress store back when I was a kid type shit, like
Oh damn.
7 years ago. Like this, I'm talking about 20 something years ago. Like I'm fucking out with that, like aging myself right now. Some shit like that. You go to a
God
mattress
damn,
store.
20 years ago?
Yeah, but even more,
That's
probably
crazy to say that.
22 years ago type shit.
25 years ago, bro.
Nah, don't say that one. That was like 4, bro.
Hey, like 27 years ago, bro. I was I remember just running around. Damn, that's crazy to
That's
say that.
fucked up. Nah, I'm sad, bro. I'm a fucking dirtbag, bro.
We're getting there, man. But
Yeah.
anyways, sorry to cut you off.
Nah, man, I was just talking about waterbeds and fucking,
Okay, let's say they were still
I'd be down to try it.
you would be down to buy one though?
Not
If
without
there's
sleeping on it for a few nights, no.
I feel like it can't be good for your spine though. Cause that shit just goes wherever.
I might be honest. I don't even know. Yeah, I'm gonna find this out.
Are water beds good for your spine? You know what's funny? I've been watching this. I just watch YouTube, but I get ads still because I'm my
Chill,
priorities.
chill.
My priorities are different. I don't pay for ads. I mean, I don't have like the premium,
Ah,
right? So, but they have this Olympic commercial that or ad that pops up every time,
okay.
and the chick. I mean, you just kind of see like from let's say her shoulders up, but you can see her neck, and she's like about to like dive into like water. She's like maybe one of the Olympic divers or something like that. But like the few little bit of neck you see right here, you kind of see like the bones. But bro, that shit goes like this. Like she has scoliosis.
Scoliosis like this way or that way?
Oh, sideways.
Oh, scoliosis. Oh, there's another one where it's like this too. Like
Yeah, your back going like this. Like
yeah. That's some
like you're
other
twerking.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, some other shit.
No, this one's like this. But I'm like,
Yeah.
anyways, I don't know why that came to my head when you were talking about I guess water beds, just like your spine just
Oh, just doing that
growing
bullshit.
up all weird. Yeah.
Shit, bro. Hey, I turned out all right. I don't think I would hunchback and I slept on a pipe.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's find out why waterbeds fucked up. Right? You
All
ready?
right. Let's see.
Waterbeds decline because they are heavy, up to 1,600 pounds. Oh,
1,600
fuck.
pounds.
Yo, bro. Imagine you got like a cheap ass little floor,
Hey, bro, can
like
you help me move?
second floor. Oh, no, you gotta fucking drain that shit, bro. Okay, I'm not done. I'm sorry. That just fucked me up. 1,600 up to 1,600 pounds. It's prone to leaks.
Just think about that. That's heavier than a bullet bike just laying on there.
Well, you said, look, the next one's difficult to move,
Yeah.
which you said, and requires constant maintenance, like heating and chemical additives. It says the bed itself is not inherently bad for you, but they are often discouraged for those with chronic back pain or orthopedic needs because they frequently lack the firm, targeted spinal support provided by modern memory foam or hybrid mattresses. They were a phenomenon, though, back in a cultural phenomenon. So they were like, there was like a fucking fidget spinner before we were alive from the 1970s and 80s. But then in the 90s, they plummeted for a lot of reasons. Logistical nightmares. Imagine how it's 1,600 fucking pounds. Imagine like shipping that shit, you know?
But I don't get it. The water that's in it, that's the water that stays in it forever?
Hey, it says right here, look, logistical nightmares. Their immense weight, often exceeding 1,500 pounds, made them unsuitable for many floors and rental properties. Moving them required draining, refilling, and heavy-duty structural bed frames. Um, Maybe they did come with that water and you had to fill them in, but it looks like there's other stuff that goes in here. It's not just water. It's like other
I would
stuff.
imagine it'd be some kind of like gel type water, you know?
Yeah, it looks like water, bro. It says the maintenance is you needed electricity to heat the water, or else it'll be probably cold as fuck.
Damn, that's you're kind of bad. You probably want to
Ah,
cold that much.
fuck. Imagine it's like hella cold. It's just ice.
Just break up.
Regular treatment with chemicals to prevent algae and mold. Think about mold. And you have to obviously you can fucking rip that shit. So, and then once it looks like once the memory foam came into play with high quality spring mattresses,
Game over.
yeah, market competition took over. So that's the downfall of Waterbed. I feel like that should be a YouTube video. I feel like that would get a fuck ton of views. I swear to God, there's a lot of YouTube videos out there that do some sort of thing like the fall of something popular. Okay, I'll give you an example because that was probably a bad example. There's this guy on YouTube. How I started watching him, he had like 5,000 subscribers. He would film himself like on some face to face shit with on his phone, walking on his fucking I don't know on his lunch stroll or whatever. And he would just basically be talking about business or like a certain topic or something like that. He was probably doing all kinds of shit. He got a video where it was probably like what happened to XYZ company fucking blew up. After that point on, he's like, why the fuck am I going to make, all these other random videos for like a few thousand people when I can make them for a few 100,000 people? Plus, that's, pays the bills. That's what increases your brand. That's what people want to watch, shit like that. So that's something that guy like just pivoted to after that. And that's all he puts out. Fucking channel blew up, bro.
Damn.
So just kind of like something like sometimes you just try shit, you figure something out, and then
Informational.
that's your
Kind of
pocket.
video. Yeah.
Yeah, but that just reminded me. Like I'm pretty sure, unless it's out there already,
Might be, man.
it might be out there
But
already.
that would
But
be a good one. Waterbeds, man.
yeah, what happened on Waterbeds?
The end of waterbeds.
Fucking
What is
interesting.
another thing out there like that ended like that?
Oh, there's been a lot, bro. There's been a lot. I could just cheat, but can you?
Basically, it's just a lot of shit that was in the 70s and 80s, huh?
Yep. Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's find out what else.
Yeah, because that's like when we were coming out with so much technology or like inventions that were just goofy, bro.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember. I think it was in the '90s. They came up with a pet rock, and it was motherfucker selling a rock in a box, and actually took off and like made money. It's insane, bro. You just don't know. Like you could think it's stupid, and it might be, but
A pet rock.
sometimes you just, you catch something, and
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other stuff like household stuff, like well, all of it's household, but
yeah.
some can be more personal, I guess, items.
Like stuff that you used back in the day or something like that. Is that what you
No,
trying
I'm
to
trying
think?
to think of like 70s stuff, like you would have in the house. I feel like there was
I got you.
that's what you
I'm
got.
about to fuck you up. Projection TVs.
Big old big.
Yeah, like projectors and shit. Like that. I guess theaters and shit use them, but like if you go to someone's house, more than likely they're not gonna have a fucking projector.
Yeah,
But
LCD,
back in
yeah.
the day, you go to school and shit, they have a fucking projector. Now it's like smart boards and shit.
Dude, I remember when I was a kid, I always thought those big back, like humongous TVs that sat on the floor were so cool. They were like a 50-inch, but they looked like shit. I don't know if you remember that we had one at the house for a while. Like those huge, um, yeah, it was like the huge 50-inch TV.
Yeah.
This is when the big back was still
Oh
a
yeah,
thing
yeah,
on them. This is
yeah.
before LCDs. But anyways, I remember we found one on Riverdale, like on KSL or something like that. And my mom and dad went to go pick it up, pay like $300 for it, or $200. Got it back to the house. It was like a Sony, but from probably the 19, like early 19s. Like, no, maybe not that fucking old.
Yeah.
Maybe early 2000s. But I remember it just looked, dude, the pixels were like this big. Like, but it was huge. So from afar, it looked. But
1080
I remember
pixel, my ass. That shit was like 30 pixels.
30 pixel, bro. Yeah, but I remember playing video games on it just to see because I was like, oh, this is the
My
biggest
my boy
TV.
play Minecraft.
Yeah. I was like, hey, why does this game look like shit now? It looked better on the other
On the
big
small ass
back glass
TV
TV.
shit. Yeah.
But yeah, I remember we got rid of that. We ditched that thing. And
Pretty quickly.
I think the bulb burned out on it because it had like a projector
Oh.
bulb. It was basically a projector that would go up to like a mirror and then it would reflect back on that screen and that's what you would see. Kind of weird.
Yeah, that's hella
But
interesting.
yeah, projector TV.
You're
what it's
right.
called.
Okay. Well, that's not okay. I was more thinking an actual projector, but that makes sense. Another thing, I don't know if you want to count this fucking wired computer mice and keyboards.
Mm.
I guess that's one. A dedicated GPS unit.
Yeah, still see that. Kind of weird. But yeah.
Standalone MP3s. We have phones now, basically.
Yeah, I don't really use it.
Well, this one's kind of interesting. Touchscreens in cars. It says, while still common, there's a growing backlash. Many manufacturers are returning to physical knobs and buttons for climate and volume because they are safer and easier to use while driving than digging through screen menus. So I guess they're doing that as well. But that's what the good old AI told us. That's sort of the list of the shift.
Some of the stuff. Yeah.
And then 20 years from now, there'll be shit that we use now that will just kind of disappear, which is fucking insane to think about.
Yeah, dude, I was thinking about today when I was in that waiting room, waiting for Ada to get her surgery done. I was just there on my phone. I wasn't even working today, but I was just working still on my phone, like going like crazy. And I'm like, kind of stopped for a minute. I'm like, just to look around. And there's this guy across from me, just an older guy. And I think I stopped more because I could hear a noise, like him, like
breathing or some shit. Or what?
No, just like eating or sucking on a sucker. I don't know. He was doing something.
Okay.
Something. But I was just like working, and I look up, and there's this guy like just there, kind of like this. He has like a water thing here, and he just looks bored out of his mind, like an older guy. But he has literally the Ultra watch. So I'm like, it's because in my head immediately thought like, oh, dude, this is just like reality of an older person. They're not up to date with technology. This is just what you do in an area when you wait. Like you just literally like whistle, look around. If someone next to you, small talk, I don't know. But I mean, he had a watch, and I'm like, he's got to have an iPhone. Like he's up to, I feel like he's got to be up to date to some point. But it just kind of blew my mind. Like there is an era of people now that basically never caught up to technology. Well, there always has been, right? But now they're still out there, I'm trying to say. And yeah, you just don't have shit to do. You just kind of like sit around. But us talking about technology and stuff, it kind of got me thinking about that. But when I was there, I was just like, damn, that's kind of interesting. Like I couldn't see myself just sitting for 2 or 3 hours in a waiting room while someone's getting surgery and just kind of like, just be whistling, looking around, like tapping my feet, drinking some water. It's just different now, right? We're just like so used to just our phone. And even then, like I'm not like addicted just going like through scrolling, watching funny videos. Like I was working, so I was doing something productive, but it is kind of weird how like we've transitioned to that nowadays. And I don't know. Yeah, I know it's always a thing that we think about, but sometimes like you see things that kind of like make you snap out of it or make you rethink of like really where we're at now.
Yeah, compared to like different generations as well.
Yeah,
that's true though.
Like even my parents now, like they're scrolling. If they're waiting in a waiting room, I'm sure your parents. I'm not sure if your parents are into TikTok or just.
I don't know what the fuck they're into. For sure, Facebook. That's like where all the older people at. Facebook. Yeah. I don't think that'd be nuts if my mom was on TikTok. I don't think though. I'm not even on TikTok. Do you have a TikTok?
I have a TikTok. Yeah.
Do you use that shit? Like
no.
You're on it? No.
Unless my girl sends me a video or something. But my dad's on that daily. TikTok.
Oh shit. Okay.
Scrolling.
Yeah, just fucking seeing some shit, dude. That algorithm's dangerous, bro. It's so powerful because, bro, I'll have to tell you some shit after, bro. But fuck, bro, that shit. I don't know. That shit, like, your own algorithm is sort of like a representation of what grabs your attention, basically. So it's like meant to fucking just suck you in and pull you in. This shit is insane, bro. Like and it keeps getting better day by day if you think about it. Like 10 years ago,
like it knows how to adapt to you better.
Yeah, you might eventually get bored and be like, yo, this is some dumb shit now. But like, I don't know. Sometimes you could always find some funny shit on Instagram.
Yeah, unfortunately our algorithm is just dumb shit.
It's funny.
It's nothing like funny. Just dumb funny stuff. It's not really ever like, oh, my whole algorithm is just about like the earth and like rocks and just like planet and
that's not gonna give you the dopamine hit.
But for some people, it might be, right?
Fuck, I don't know who.
Oh, it is about like just aerospace, like planets and new meteors coming in, and like it's kind of crazy, like, but that's what intrigues them.
Yeah, that's some other shit, bro.
Ours is just like I don't know, probably flashy cars here and there, just people.
Mine's just straight dumb shit. No, I'm not even lying. It's just straight dumb shit.
Hey, they know what to do for you, man.
Yeah, they're just straight dumb shit. That's the only thing. Like when I'm Instagram, like I'm just sending people shit. Like I don't really go on there to. Yeah,
I don't think nobody really does. Well,
I don't know. Well,
you'd be surprised. I've never had
people be stalking and shit, bro.
I mean, at least not anymore, right?
It's not even stalking. Like back in the day, I would use Instagram. I'd get on it. I'm like, oh, cool. This one person that I follow or know, I'll check out their shit. Back in the day, I would do it with even like famous people. Now I just don't give a fuck.
That was
Like,
before Reels, though, huh? Probably. Like
I
when,
forget the reels kind of were something new. That's like after TikTok, huh? As a
yeah.
competition sort of thing. I forget that this shit keeps evolving. Back in the day, it was just one picture,
We had no options. We'd just be
no
scrolling
music.
until you saw like someone's cool profile, or then like, oh,
Yeah,
cool, or
yeah,
my
yeah,
For Me
yeah,
page.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. Fuck.
but yeah,
That shit took a
now
life of its own.
now you scroll maybe like two or off a story, you start watching another buddy's story, somebody else's story, and then you get into the whole rabbit hole of Reels.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
bro. That's how they make their money with attention. More ad space they can sell.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, bro. But yeah, I know Meta right now is flooded with fucking ads. Like this shit, I think it's one out of every 3 posts is an ad now. So that means
Really.
25 of the shit things that you're like scrolling past by is an ad basically. I'm not saying you're gonna spend 25% of your time on ads because you're usually just gonna go past it.
Yeah, you didn't even realize it. You just went through it because it's just like
Yeah,
natural
exactly.
to
But
you.
yeah, one of that like every 3 posts will be an ad.
Dang.
So 25% of the posts you see will be an ad, which is fucking insane. So
Shut the newspaper now.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a good ass comparison, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact, bro. And now the targeting is even crazier. You can fucking target whoever your audience is, bro. Last time you see a newspaper and it's like, oh, we need I don't fucking know, something they're selling. It might not be applicable to you because it's like, oh, I'm a fucking kid.
Mm-hmm.
But now you don't even gotta waste your money with that shit. You just put in your little things, filters, and bada boom, bro. Yeah, man. Trying to make sense of everything is just it's just insane. It's impossible to, for sure. But it's
It's
just like,
almost like the less you know, the better.
yeah, bro. Well, they say the more you know, the less you feel like you know.
Yeah, well, yeah, basically.
So and each year I feel more and more like that. So I'm like, fuck, dude. I actually don't know shit. Because if you think about it, you have your own fucking like knowledge base on like mostly vehicle services, all that shit. But then you ask something like you about like medical shit. It's like fuck. But then you ask either of our girlfriends, it's like, oh, I know. But then you ask me, I don't know shit. But then you ask me about cars, I don't know shit that shit either. I'm not saying everyone's gonna have like an area of expertise.
Mm.
I would hope that everyone does, honestly. Like you have your own little space that you're sort of kind of mastering, whether it be sales, marketing, a mix, car detailing, fucking being a nurse, or if you're a machinist, like how my dad tried to make me or whatever the fuck. Maybe you're a fucking badass at that. You enjoy it. So I feel like it doesn't really matter at the end of the day what the fuck you're interested in unless you lock in real quick.
Yeah. Whatever you want to lock into.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, just pick something, make sure you fuck with it, and you're good. Sometimes what's crazy is sometimes shit just gets chosen for you, bro. Like for example, sales. I sometimes feel like I got chosen for that shit, just because I left my factory job. I was like, fuck this. I'm gonna go to customer service. That obviously didn't pay that well. So it's like, what's sort of next? That's not a factory. That's not going to school. It's kind of that's basically fucking sales. Going to that and yeah, I've fucking been in it for like going on to 9 years almost in June.
Mm.
It's like, damn, bro, what the fuck? So it's like that shit just almost chose me, and I'm not just gonna abandon it because I feel like you know, I'm not to my own horn, but like I don't want to say like sales because some people might say sales and you think deceptive
I feel like you're too far into it to.
Yeah, but I actually do like enjoy the what they call consultative, like basically consultation sort of sales, where it's not just hey, buy this shit. It's kind of like what are you looking for? Sort of giving like advice at the same. It's kind of like a win-win scenario.
Yeah,
No
problem
one's getting
solving.
fucked.
Whatever.
Basically, that's what I enjoy. When no one gets fucked, you buy something, you're gonna get a benefit out of it. I make a benefit because I sold it for the company. The company wins. It's a whole fucking hurrah moment.
It's a win-win-win.
Exactly. Exactly. It's a whole like I enjoy that shit.
It's not most likely, right? A lot of the companies don't. Some companies are just straight up like they're after you, right?
Yeah, look,
Those are the ones we hang
life
up on.
life insurance, dog, or a fucking marketing agency that is owned by a fucking 14-year-old or some shit.
Yes.
It's like yes, yeah, I get that, but again, it's all going to be numbers. Kind of going back to the conversation, it's a numbers game. You cold call 100 people. Honestly, nowadays you probably get one person if you're lucky. If you're lucky, that's if no one knows who you are. That's just something I've been expanding my knowledge in and sort of trying to tell people that want to advertise. I'm like, okay, when you're advertising, do people know who you are? Is it a new product? Does this already exist out there? Is there already a demand? And it's like, okay, they tell me, and I'm like, I'm gonna be honest, it's probably gonna take you a little longer to sell some shit. Because if you were like a fucking Chick-fil-A running ads, oh, I guarantee you, you're gonna, you're gonna start getting some fucking traffic that same day.
You're known already, yeah.
Yeah. But
Established.
if no one knows who the fuck you are, it's gonna be way harder to establish that credibility. So yeah. So on top of the whole sales thing, luckily I do work for a marketing sort of company in a sense. I'm sort of honing my skills on there. But again, I go back and I'm like, fuck, dude. I also got to pay bills, But I learned a lot, thankfully. But I got to make sure that I just don't learn shit for the fuck of it either. Because it's like, the fuck. I gotta. At the end of the day, I gotta figure out how to implement this, or maybe even use these skills for myself, later on. So I always try to keep an open mind. I know sometimes you be telling me something, you've been working with people, and I don't know. I try to keep an open mind and like, you know, can we do some
It
shit?
falls back to that.
Yeah, just you don't know.
I'm trying to think whatever else I do. I think we talked about this in the past, but I feel like it'd have to be maybe something with my hands, like construction, some kind of like stuff like that, owning like some kind of like
I feel like you're not giving yourself enough credit, bro. Because obviously, yes, you're a badass. You have attention to detail. You're a hard worker. You fucking work all the time. But it's also like your mindset, like your tenacity. Meaning, you have goals, you have deadlines. Like no matter how you feel or how many obstacles, you're still gonna come in and finish the job. And a testament of that is like literally last week or something when you fucking or 2 weeks ago. That's a fucking testament. So it's not only you're good with your hands. A lot of people could be good with their hands. It's like you have a lot. Like it's like a combination. It's like a fucking cauldron, one of those witch fucking things.
Ooh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You one of them shits, bro.
Yeah, yeah. I guess it's a.
But yeah, I wouldn't just narrow you down to just hands, bro. You're more than that, bro.
Well, I feel like it would have to be something involved in that. Like I don't think I could see myself behind a desk, basically full time. Like if because we're talking about like you feel like your future, your kind of destiny has to be something to do with sales because that's kind of like what you've enjoyed. You feel really good at it. You do really good at it. Like you don't see yourself probably doing anything opposite of that, which would be kind of more of the hands-on stuff, right?
It depends, bro.
And maybe
it could be a mix.
And you just never know until you try stuff. That's why I'm trying to like think like if I had to do anything else, like because if someone put me to do yard work or some kind of like landscaping shit, I probably honestly wouldn't give a shit. I'd probably still do it. If you told me to do like some kind of like something in a factory, like an engineer, I'd probably hate that low key because you're stuck kind of doing and you're inside. I don't know. I feel like I have to be like something like moving, seeing different things.
Well, fucking business owner, you're wearing all the hats, so yeah, that's you're already there though. You already know how that feels. Like.
I'm pretty much so.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But at the same time, it's like there's so much to business sometimes, and it depends on what business, and it depends on a lot of shit, honestly.
What your role in the business is. If you're the one running it, or you're just one of those owners that just buys a business and watches it, do its thing.
Yeah, because I feel pretty comfortable. If I launch something, I could more than less sell it, probably market it. But then it's like, am I going to run out of money? Am I be able to pay my bills? Is the shit I'm actually selling or offering even good? It's like a lot of shit with that. So I've kind of come into my head. I'm like, fuck, dude. I think I work better with like a team, even though I kind of don't want to go that route.
Yeah.
But it's like, I think that'll keep me accountable. Because I'm going to be honest, if I have shit to do, I'll do it. But if it's like shit like that's not something I have to do, if that makes sense, in terms of, I don't know, reading a book or something, like I'll still try. But if it's something like a consistent thing where I work, I go to the gym, I do all that, and then I have to do this sort of thing at the end, I'm kind of bad at that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. It's like, fuck, dude. Like,
well, it's because in your case, you kind of drained yourself already, but
yeah, but at the same time, like, if you really want it, you can fucking do it. Like, there was this passage yesterday in my my fucking power book. It was saying that there was this author back in the day that published a book because he worked in the publishing space basically, and when she launched a book, her fucking story like amazed her basically, or amazed him. She ended up being a top seller or some shit. But basically, her story was she lived in Connecticut. She worked in New York. She would basically fucking take a train from Connecticut to New York on weekdays. And she had also kids.
Damn.
So basically she would get off of work like a 6, 7 or some shit like that. Fucking, get
Good
off,
time.
yeah, get off work, take the train back. I'm assuming that shit probably takes a fucking hour, probably. And then, yeah, go home and make food for the kids, tuck them in.
Hmm.
And then at that point, what time is it? Like 10 or something, maybe?
At least.
You still got to work tomorrow. But what she was doing from like 10 to fucking 2, she was committing herself to write in her fucking, like basically start writing like her fucking shit, bro.
Top of that.
After all that shit, after she was exhausted and all that. And then the passage, she was like, well, shit, at that point, how the fuck you gonna lose? Like if once you want it that bad, the desire is sort of like burning. That's like, you're fucking locked in, you're golden. And he even said, the author in the passage, he's like, yo, I knew I could never do no shit like that. But it was kind of cool because he still is a best-selling author and still made it. But it just is, the point of what I'm trying to say is that if you want it like quick, you kind of can, but it's gonna be, you're gonna have to fucking like, it has to be a burning desire. It's almost like breathing. Like if you're not gonna do it, like you're fucking gonna almost die. But if you have that shit, you fuck, dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the other day I was on a conversation with a business owner, and he was telling me like he's like 2 years into the business and she hasn't made money on the business yet. And to me, I'm just like, well, either one, I was probably just blessed, or like you said, maybe I had that fire at the beginning where I was determined, like, yeah. Because I remember the first year I made money. Like that's the only way I quit my job. I wouldn't have quit my job if I wasn't making money, obviously. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, to me, it kind of amazing. I was like, damn, like, and my brother always told me like a true business, like, well, it's normal for a business to really become successful or start making money after its 4-year mark. And because he always told me like, oh, like if on your second year, first year, you're already making money. Like that's a really good sign. But yeah, it surprised me like how a lot of people are still on that kind of thing. So maybe just wonder like, where the heck's all the money going? Like, is it just they're thinking too big of the company, so they're, the overhead's just way too big. They thought they needed 20 employees, and maybe they do, right? But at the same time, it's just,
I think it's focus, bro. If I had to guess, a lot of people have a lot of shit going on in their life sometimes, and if you already have a day job and you're allowed to spend 3-4 hours after, you're done and you have kids and stuff, a lot of people don't have that sort of energy. Honestly, I think that shit's almost supernatural to have that crazy diet. Like there's almost has to be something that kind of changes your life. You had like a near-death experience, or I heard of this story where this lady, her mom died, and she basically didn't have no support. Like finances was fucked. So hers came out more out of like a need. Like she fucking she had kids. Like a mom, like needing to fucking put food on the, food for the kids. You don't think she gonna do whatever the fuck she needs to do?
Oh, she'll do some shit.
Yeah, when the back's behind the wall, bro, the only fucking way forward is front, So if you need a ass pushing, you can put yourself in a scenario like that, but fuck, that seems kind of crazy.
Well, you don't got much to lose, it is what it is, so.
That's what I'm saying. Now, a lot of shit now is just comfortable. It's like autopilot. You don't really got to do too much in order to have a roof over your head, have food, and like do, have a vacation once a year or some shit like that, right? So
yeah. Like I said, sometimes people just they get in that comfortable spot too, or makes it hard for them to take those risks. But
all right, bro.
But yeah, that's it for me, bro.
Okay.
I think we'll end it on that one.
All right, brother.
I hope your mic didn't catch any noise. I don't look that far into the pod.
All right, bro. Well, this has been episode 156 of the Endless Girl Podcast. We appreciate y'all. Hit us up if y'all need anything, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Peace.